girls, welcome back. TouchedByTyHairCo here, and I'm going to show you guys how I revamp some of my old units. So I've been getting some DMs lately asking what products do I use to revamp or restore my wigs. So I'm going to share that little bit of tea with y'all. All these units here can be found at TouchedByTyHairCo.com. I specialize in customized units, and we also sell some pre-made wigs as well. So y'all head on over there and check it out. Normally I work in groups of 2 or 3 when I'm just restoring my wigs. So today I'm doing 4, and one of those wigs I'm going to be cutting into a inspired Teyana Taylor look. Here it is. This is what I use. On all of my wigs, I use silicone mix, shampoo and conditioner. Once I shampoo it 2 to 3 times, if it's necessary, I go ahead and I deep condition all of my units. Depending on if they are colored or not, that depends on how long I allow them to be treated, but normally 20 to 30 minutes. Here you see my styrofoam heads. They're ready to go, so that I can air dry all my units. All of my units are air dried. The only time I use my blow dryer is if it is required for me to style the unit. Other than that, I'll let my units air dry, and then I go ahead and prep them for styling. So the unit that I'm going to be revamping today is this Chanel unit with a custom color. This unit can be found on my websites. This is some footage that I posted on my social media. And this is the unit after I've gone and washed and conditioned it. And we're going to start the process. Right here, you just see me positioning the unit onto my canvas blockhead. You want to make sure that when you're positioning a unit for a cut, that it is even on the head, because you don't want your cut to be uneven. And this is the look that I am going for. Keep in mind, I do not know what the heck I am doing, but I'm gonna try. Okay. Always, when you're cutting, make sure that you are replicating that unit the way that it's going to fit your head. So you want to make sure that you pin it down very tightly all the way around the blockhead. And these are the tools that I'm going to be using today to try to achieve this look. So I'm not going to talk all the way through the video because I be finding myself talking a lot, and I know y'all don't want to hear all this jibber jabber. So I'm just going to come in when I feel like you need to know what I'm doing. Right here is pretty self-explanatory. I am molding the unit the way that it needs to be molded in order for me to start the cut. Keep in mind, I have no freaking idea what I'm doing. So be nice, y'all. This is my first time doing this. You'll see me go in and because I'm a beginner, right, I'm going to section off the cut. So I've never used scissors. Normally I use my razor because I'm a beast with that thing, but y'all know I'm going to beauty school and it's no time but now. I might as well start teaching myself now, start learning proper technique now, which is why I went on and I started to do this with scissors. So check it out. So here, I took my scissors because the first pair of shears that I had were dull as crap. If y'all know a good company to send in shears to, let me know. Go ahead and drop that in the comments so I can send my shears off. And I used a pair of backup shears to go ahead and start the cutting process, which is what you saw me with earlier. Okay, so to achieve this tapered style look, I'm taking the hair and I'm just going at an angle because the way that I want the back to be, I want kind of like that tapered feathered type of bob in the back. So it's going to be shorter at the top and kind of longer at the bottom, if that makes sense what I'm saying. You'll see what I'm saying. But it's going to be layered. Y'all keep in mind, I don't know what the heck I'm doing right now. This is my first time doing this. The comb felt all funny in my hand and I don't know. But I will say this, towards the end, I do get more comfortable with the cut. You see right there me like, oh my God, what am I doing? But I didn't stop, I kept going. I stuck with the plan. I'm going to continue attempting to cut, okay, the layers into the unit all the way around the back side. Y'all heard me say attempt, right? Whew. Again, bringing the hair out to the diagonal and just cutting downward. Downward meaning toward my feet. Now, at this point, I started to get a little bit more comfortable with what I was doing, which is why I think that the top of the unit kind of came out better than the bottom. The bottom was still kind of botchy, but I think as I learned to cut, I could go back and fix it. Keep in mind, y'all, again, this is my first time. Y'all do not judge me. I know this is horrible. But I'm going to show y'all how I fixed it, though. I didn't leave it like this. One thing I will say about cutting that I realize now is that it takes practice. And the more that I was cutting, the more comfortable I became with the transition in the cut, meaning shears over comb, switching my hand, feathering out the hair to see where I am with the cut. I have cut hair before, dry and wet, but not with scissors. I tend to use the razor comb because that's my best friend. But I do want to be a beast. Like, I want to be good in every aspect of what I do. I love what I do. And I want to share my process and my growth, and I want to see my growth. So this is my very first time ever using scissors to achieve this style. And again, I did the exact same motion throughout this entire unit as far as cutting. I pulled the hair up or out and cut down and turn the hair kind of to the side and cut it going down in a downward motion to create layers throughout the head. Again, I'm at the top and I'm doing the exact same thing. Oh, so off camera, I went and I gave this unit a, I blow dried it, but I used a round brush because I wanted to create body. I did not cut the sides wet because I wanted to see how far I had come with using the scissors. And as you guys can see, that's a hot mess. So I had to take my baby and go on in there and fix it. I'm not gonna say I did do horrible. I'm lying. I did horrible, guys. But the beauty was I knew how to fix it. Like I said, the more that I was cutting, the more comfortable that I became with the cut. And I think that that's why the top of the cut layered out a lot better than the bottom, because I was trying to figure things out at the bottom. I'm going to use this razor comb to just finish off this style. Okay, razor comb and scissors. And I'm gonna go in and finish this style off. Keep in mind, I have never done a cut on body wave hair before. So on straight hair, normally cutting like that wet and wavy or deep wave hair is so much easier because it's a wave. But you got to make sure you get them lines and stuff right when you doing straight hair. So you'll just see me go in and I'm just trying to figure it out, basically get this cut right. I don't know if y'all can hear my son in the background, but excuse him. I try to go to my quiet room and do my voiceovers, but between the dogs and my kids, it never works. Slowly but surely, you will see this cut like doing what I wanted to do. There is a right or wrong way to cutting. I'm not going to say that. There is technique to cutting. There's not a right or wrong way, but there is a technique to cutting hair. Again, I'm very, very new. This is my very first time cutting straight hair. Normally I cut down like I said, deep wave or wet and wavy hair. So figuring it out, this is what you basically have to do. Comb and cut, comb and cut, comb and cut. This unit was originally made with 2.5 bundles of my body wave hair, so it's thick. And when you're doing a short haircut, you don't need all that hair. So a lot of this cut was me just thinning the hair out and just trying to figure out placement. Proper hair placement. I did have to reference the picture a few times. I should have plugged it in here for you guys. I think I just put it in at the beginning and at the end. But if you need to and you want to try to achieve this, go ahead. You can find that picture on Google. I just put in Teyana Taylor, edgy shortcut, and the picture popped right up. And you can kind of see the cut coming in slowly but surely. There's going to be a point, I don't know where it's at, but at some point I'm going to take it off the canvas head and try it on to see how it's laying on my head, because it can look one way on the canvas head and then another way on your head. So if this is for you, make sure you're taking it off and putting it on your head. If it's for your client, make sure you're taking it off and putting it on your mannequin head, because that will give you a more realistic way of how the cut will lay, especially if you are just starting off. I mean, if you're a pro at cutting, baby, you don't need to do all that. But me, I'm a newbie. I got to take that thing off a few times, put it back on, take it off again. Y'all know I got a big forehead, so I'm not going to take my front as short as hers is in the picture, because, again, I got a 4-coat, a 5-coat forehead. So I'm going to leave it a little bit longer, but you'll see the look I'm going for. As I'm trying to cut that front, you'll see me kind of directing the hair towards the back so that I can get it to kind of fall the way that I want it to fall. And just take your time. Don't cut off too much. Don't be in a rush, because once you cut that hair, you can't get it back. That's why you want to cut less. Stop, try it on, and see where you are, and cut again if you need to. Again, it's not a neat cut. It's kind of like a feathered, kind of layered cut that I'm going for. Y'all know I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so yeah, I'm just trying to fix it. But you'll see. Okay, so keep in mind, this is not going to fit my hair properly because my hair is not cornrowed up under here. I kind of just smush my hair down and put this wig on top of my head. But it's good enough for me to see the cut. Now, as you can see, I'm very uneven. So I had to go back and cut a little bit more on my long side, because yeah, it could be long, but I want it to be even in the back. You know, I don't know if that makes sense. See how it's kind of lopsided a little bit? I know y'all can see that. So I took it back off and I used my fingers and I just cut what I saw. And I think I had to cut it twice. You see me put it back on again, and it was still a little uneven. I didn't show it on camera, but I did go and cut. This is a lot better. Like, this is a lot better. But I did go off camera after this, and I cut it some more just to even that side out. And you'll see the finished cut coming up. But it gave what I needed it to give, okay? I'm happy with the outcome. I mean, it's not perfect, but for my first time on straight hair, yeah. Now, this was the final outcome. And as you can see, I went in and I evened it out. It looks way better. Way better. And I'm really happy with the look. It's not, you know, it's an inspired look, so, you know, it's not gonna look exactly like the picture, but it definitely gave what I needed it to give. And y'all can see just how those top layers kind of fell in place better. That's kind of where I got more comfortable. But yes, this is her, ladies and gentlemen, her. So just take your time, remain encouraged. It might look crazy at first, but just keep going, okay? And this is what she looks like on the canvas head. Y'all know I had to do a good side by side now. Put it on that canvas head, baby. It gives you the look. It gives you what you need. Pull the back of it down. Make sure that cut is even. And again, guys, this isn't perfect. You're not going to get perfection on your first time. But just keep going. Don't give up. Like, believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's the inspiration. So, yeah, if you want to see part 2, because I am going to style her, okay? If you want to see part 2, make sure you subscribe so you can see when I upload part 2.